What's up, y'all? We just got the latest chapter of Chainsaw Man, chapter 194. Hey, yo, the beginning of this chapter is a little wild, and I can picture people having their own ideas of what actually went down. But we about to get into it, but I got to remind you guys to like, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I'm also at work, so this video won't have the best of edits. You already know how it is on days I work, but I still want to be here for you guys. But let's get into the chapter. So the chapter starts off with this crazy panel of Yoru laying in bed, sleep, knocked out. Denji sitting at the edge of the bed, and yo, he says, I couldn't sleep because I had too many boners. Now, some people might look at it like, yo, they did the damn thing. They had a great time. And, you know, she's still sleeping it off, but he still wants more, and he's still wide awake. But no, I really think, you know what I'm saying, nothing happened. They both fell asleep together, but he couldn't sleep because he wanted to do so much more. Us as guys, we know how that predicament is where, you know, you're chilling with a chick for the first time. You don't want to seem like you're over anxious and all of that. We know how it goes down. I'm not going to get into the details, but us as guys, we know how it goes down where you don't want to, you know, come off too pushy. So you're easing back and you're not making that move because you don't know if you should or not. So I'm pretty sure that's what Denji's going through. And with that being said, I feel like everything that's going on with Denji far as his love life, I feel like Fujimoto himself probably went through very similar situations growing up. Outside of the whole, you know, powers and devils and all of that stuff, I feel like this is some stuff that Fujimoto himself probably went through, some experiences he actually shared with women he liked, and they turned out to be bad women for whatever the case may be. I feel like Fujimoto actually went through this, and he's just sharing some of his you know, past events through the story of Denji. You know, now you guys can let me know if y'all feel the same way, but that's just how I feel. Also, I'm gonna remind you guys again, thumb up the video. It's free. It don't cost you a damn thing. But as the chapter goes on, you see Yoru, she's knocked out on the bed, and you have it where Denji's reaching towards her. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I seen this panel, I'm like, yo, this dude Denji about to grab her chest. Like, yo, this dude's a straight savage. He's on demon time. He wants it and he's gonna get it. And I'm just like, yo, damn, this is crazy. You know, but as he gets closer and closer, you see that he's grabbing the covers to actually place over her so that she doesn't get cold while she's sleeping. And I thought that was a very nice and touching moment. And honestly, I wish Yoru and Asa was aware of that happening. You know, they'll never know because they're asleep right now. But I wish they were just aware of how, you know, courteous and genuine he is while they are asleep, how he didn't try to take advantage of the situation where some guys would, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some guys would, let's just be real. Some guys would, you know, they'll try to cop a feel and try to, you know, get the woman into the vibe and, you know, try to go further. But Denji didn't do that. You know, he just placed the covers on her, over her, and made sure she was okay. And I was just like, yo, that's very noble of him. And this right here is like, yo, it has you wishing the best for Denji, because moments like this where you're just like, yo, I hope this guy eventually, you know, gets his desires, because he's just really a normal kid just stuck in a dangerous situation. But you know, as he's placing the blankets on, you know, Yoru / Asa, you know, he happens to look at the TV, and you see that the destruction that was caused over that whole event, you know, over the whole previous arc, where 900 people are confirmed dead and 3,800 people are missing. That's insane. 3,800 people missing and 900 people confirmed dead at the scene. Like, that's insane. You would think that that would make a lot of people such as Denji or Asa and Yoru feel some type of way, like feel sad. But these guys aren't really acknowledging it the way I expected them to. Maybe they will at some point, but you got it where they're kind of just acting nonchalant about it. At least Denji is, because he's the one we see viewing the information on the TV. But you got it where, you know, he's thinking to himself like, yo, Yoru is the most dangerous chick I've messed with yet. So he considers Yoru to be more of a threat than he considers, Makima to be. I mean, that's just how I'm perceiving it. You guys can let me know. And then he's like talking to Puchika like, yo, a dangerous lady likes me. I'm probably about to get screwed again, because he's so used to disappointment when it comes to the women he likes. He's so used to, anyone he liked, far as a woman, turning out, not having his best interest at heart. That's sad as hell right there. It's another moment where it's stuff like this that make me wish for Denji to have a better life. It's just so sad. But you got it where he's cooking food or whatever. Yoru, she wakes up, she get up out the bed. She see that she was covered in a blanket. She walks in the room where Denji is, and Denji's eating the food, and he offers her something. Now, it's crazy that this boy Denji is sitting here eating, this pot stickers next to the body of the owner. Like, he didn't even like you would think he would cover the body or go in another room and eat the food, but nah, he's eating right next to a torso, half a torso, well, not half a torso, but the upper torso of a body. Like, it's just crazy to me that he's just sitting there all nonchalant. But then it jumps to Yoshida as well as Famine and Ogre. I'll always be forgetting her name when I'm not at home with the names on the screen. But you got it where they're sitting there talking, and they give Famine a list of stuff they need her to do, a list of requirements. And they say like, yo, if you can't get all of it done, it's cool. Just let us know what you can't get done, or if anything on the list looks weird to you. And you got Famine like, yo, I can't help y'all. I got an event going on school, to pay homage to all those people who lost their lives during the event. So I can't miss that. I'm gonna have to be there. I'm supposed to be head of the committee and everything. So you got it where old girl was like, yo, are you kidding me? Like, yo, we need you to do this in preparation for the Death Devil that's going to be here in less than a month. She's like, nah, I'm good, yo, I can't do it. And then you got it where Yoshida's like, well, we could get someone to stand in for you at school. She's like, nah, I really want to do it. It's fun. I enjoy it. I just want to, be around the people I like. And then that's when they go to tell her, like, yo, if you don't do these preparations, the Death Devil's gonna come and all of your friends will be wiped out. And she was like, nah, I live to savor, like, to enjoy food, people, and experiences. While I was with Denji, Asa, and Yoru, while I hung with them, because they were a lot of fun. Their puzzle looks on their faces was a lot of fun. But being around you two guys, I wouldn't call that fun, So you got it where she's like, nah, I don't want to do it. Then two of her fellow classmates come. They see her, they grab her and run off with her. And you got it where old girl's looking at Yoshida like, yo, what should we do? And you see that Yoshida is looking down, and it looks as if he feels sad about himself. He's like, yo, I'm no fun. And I want to be like, man, if you don't shut your bitch ass up. That's what I wanted to say, but I ain't say it. Well, of course I couldn't say it. I'm not in the story, but that's how I was feeling like, old girl should have said that to him. But then it jumps back to Denji and Yoru. And you have it where Yoru is like shooting holes in buildings with her bang attack. And Denji's like, man, this is nuts. And he's pretty much pointing different stuff for her to shoot and target with. So I don't know. I kind of feel like, people at a couple at the range, at a shooting range together, just enjoying themselves. That's the vibe I got from this feeling. But then you have it where, Yoru kind of changes to Asa, and Asa says Denji, and he says yeah, and then she points her finger at Denji, and then you got Denji saying, see Puchika, see what did I say? And pretty much he's referring to earlier in the chapter where he says he attracts dangerous women, and eventually he's going to get screwed over by Yoru. And with her pointing the finger, it almost looks as if she's going to do the bang technique on your boy Denji. But I imagine that's not the case. I imagine she's just pointing at him to ask him a question. The question is probably going to be something like, yo, how do you truly feel about me? Do you like me? What do you think of me? Do you consider me to be a murderer? I imagine the question is going to be something like that, or something around those lines. I mean, you guys can let me know, what do you think she's actually planning on asking Denji? Or do you think she might actually try to attack him? You never know. She might feel like, yo, if she get rid of him right here and now, the whole world will end, and she doesn't want to be in a world, without her mom or cat or something like that. You never know how it could go. Fujimoto, he be cooking in the weirdest ways. But all in all, really enjoyed this chapter. The beginning was such a tease because we don't really know what happened, but we kind of do know what happened. Fujimoto knew what he was doing with this one. He definitely knew what he was doing. But let me know your thoughts down below. And if you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.